Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jasmine and I'm so excited that you're here joining me for another week of daily encouragement, daily motivation. So excited that you are here. I hope you're having a great start to your week. And I just want to jump right in with the basis of what we'll be talking about today for today's topic. So the basis of what we'll be discussing today is don't put off until tomorrow what you can do today. Don't put off until tomorrow what you can do today. So I want to talk about this topic today, you guys, because man, I think that it's so important to discuss this. A few weeks ago, I don't know if any of you saw the video, but I was discussing, I was talking about, I can't remember the exact title, but I was basically talking about wasting time. Don't I forget the name of the exact title of the video. I'll try to put it here if I can remember when I'm editing this. But what I wanted to talk about, what I was talking about a few weeks ago is pretty much stop wasting time. I believe that was the title of the video. But I was talking about wasting time, in the world doing all these things, right? And then you're waiting and waiting, want to continue doing all your things in the world. Then eventually you say, well, after I'm finished doing all these things, after that, I'll settle down a little bit. Then I'll come back and do the things God is wanting me to do. And I was just talking about you may not have the time that you think you have to, come back and later on decide that you want to do what God was telling you to do. But yes, if you haven't checked that video out, go check that video out as well. But it's a little bit, this topic today is a little bit similar to what I was talking about a few weeks ago when I was saying, stop wasting time. But today I want to talk about this topic of don't put off until tomorrow what you can do today, right? I'm sure some of us have probably heard that before. And I want to talk about this scripture actually. It's Proverbs 3:27 through 28. And it says, do not withhold good from those to whom it is due. It says, when it is in your power to act, do not say to your neighbor, come back tomorrow and I'll give it to you, when you already have it with you, right? And that's Proverbs 3:27 through 28. So it's basically just talking about if someone asks you to borrow some money, if someone asks you to borrow a cup of sugar, if someone asks you to borrow it and you have it within your possession now, don't tell them, well, wait until tomorrow, and I can give it to you, when you have it with you right then to share, right? And the thing I want to talk about is today is you never know that when you're saying you're putting things off to the next day or the next few hours or whatever, if someone asks you to do something or whatever your case may be, don't put it off if you know that you can do it right then. And I'm talking about this topic today because there was an individual who is a family friend of ours who was saying that they would see one of my family members today, right? They were saying, see you today. They talked to her yesterday and they were saying, see you today, which would be today as I'm recording this video, see you today. And guess what? That individual didn't even show up today to the event that we were, the occasion that we were at today, right? So all I'm saying is sometimes you never know, right? You never know. Tomorrow, you may say, hey, someone may ask you, can I borrow $10, right? You know that you have it then, but you tell them, well, just wait till tomorrow and I can give it to you, right? Well, what if you get sick tomorrow? What if, something happens tomorrow and it's just, what this scripture is kind of talking about, don't put off to tomorrow what you can do today. So that's what I want to encourage you all with. If it's something that someone has asked you to do or something that you know that you have the ability to help with, to assist in a certain area, maybe someone has asked you to help coach your child's football team or dance team or whatever, and you know that you have the ability, you have the skill set, you have the background in that area, maybe it's cheerleading, I don't know, but whatever someone has asked you to do, if you have the ability, the wherewithal to do that right today, why not just do it today? Because you never know what the next second, the next minute, the next hour may bring, right? Maybe you even thought about, man, I need to call this person. I haven't talked to them in a very long time. I need to check on this person. And you don't do it right then. I know my mom has, we've talked about this before. Sometimes you just get busy and you don't get to do it right then. And later down the road, you realize, man, it's been a week. I gotta call this person, right? And then sometimes you're thinking about individuals and, you just forget later. If you don't do it right then, you forget to check up on them, and it turns into weeks later or months later, and you realize, man, this individual has been sick. Whenever you do talk to them, you realize they've been sick or something has happened. You're like, man, I meant to call them. I meant to check on them. But at the time, I didn't do it right then. And I got busy and months went by and didn't even realize now that they've had a sickness, they had this illness, they've had lost a loved one. And I would have liked to have been there for them in this moment or in these different times or spaces in their life when they were dealing with certain things. But, I just, because I, didn't do it right then, time went by and all of that. So just want to share this with you all today. If you have it in your ability to do it today, whatever that thing is, maybe it's just making a phone call. Maybe it's as simple as that. Maybe it's making a card for someone, anything like that, giving someone a compliment. I don't know, but just reaching out to someone, waving, speaking, getting to know someone new on your job, welcoming them into the company. I don't know what it is, but what I want to say is if you have it in your ability to do it today, don't put it off until tomorrow because you never know what tomorrow may bring. And the very gesture that you are committing to doing right here today, you never know how much of a difference it can make in that moment because it could be the difference between life and death for that other person, right? So I just want to share that as well. You never know what the other person that you are, the other person is dealing with, right? They may be on the verge of suicide. They may be on the verge of something. And so whatever you do, do it today. Do it right now. If you've been thinking about a person, whatnot, they may be in need of that phone call. It may be the difference. Maybe you know you need to call that person, right? It may be the difference between life and death or anything like that, right? You never know just how you could be making a difference by doing it today, right now, today, while you still have breath. Do it while it's on your mind. Don't put it off any longer. Don't put it off until tomorrow because you never know what the next moment may bring. So I'm leaving you all with this today. Hope this blesses you. If it did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.